Destiny 2 is a game that came out in 2016-2017 with the Red War leading in with Curse of Osiris and Warmind before heading over to one of the saddest DLCs for Destiny called Forsaken with the loss of Cayde 6. We then got to go on the moon for Shadowkeep, use the Darkness and Beyond Light, fight light wielding Hive in the Witch Queen, and then use a new darkness power called Strand in Lightfall. The ending of Lightfall leading in the final shape, the last DLC ending the Light and Darkness Saga. As of writing the script for this video, I have literally just completed the final shape. So here's what I have to say. The overall story of this DLC was amazing, in my opinion of course. We got to see the wonderful Cayde 6 make a grand return into Destiny 2 after his death in Forsaken. One of the most amazing things about the return of Cayde 6 is the relationship we see develop between him and Crow, who used to be known as Uldren Sov, the Awoken who killed Cayde in Forsaken. We see them become best friends, sharing very similar humour and jokes throughout the journey in the Pale Heart, opening Crow up with some character development, making Crow the new leading choice for the new Vanguard Hunter, joining Ikora and Zavala. Speaking of Zavala, in this DLC we got some major story connected with him, about the fact that he had a family? We see that they died and Zavala is reminded of it, causing him to enter his villain arc and starts using anger and aggression instead of patience and trust. He goes so far as to commune with Darkness itself, which is seeking help to unmake the Witness. Communing with Darkness, he gets interrupted by the Witness, which offers help to Zavala. During this, we see Zavala's ghost, Taj, interfere with the meeting, getting Taj killed, making Zavala lightless. During this story, we also got to see how the Witness was made and how we could unmake him with the use of Darkness, leading to the ritual ground in which he was made, where we'd find a way to wound him. After wounding him, we, as a fire team, would storm the monolith as Zavala and the whole alliance of peeps such as the Fallen, Cabal, Awoken, Humanity, and the fucking Hive would deal with the remaining forces of the Witness. After fighting the big bad, we get to kill him with the use of light, with the sacrifice of our ghost and light in a very sad scene. However, during the pleading to the Traveler from our Guardian, Cayde steps in and sacrifices himself for us. One of the best things about this DLC is the cutscenes, so let's talk a little about them. I would sit here and describe all the cutscenes, but I have a video to push out by this Friday, so instead I shall tell you what I love about them. I love the effort thrown into the voice and body acting of each character. The colours were great, the story was amazing, and the introduction of newish characters fit in really well when rallying the allies to fight. The gameplay was something else. You'll probably assume that I would say that everything ran smoothly and that I loved the gameplay experience. Thing is, only some of that would be true. To give some context here, I bought my PC through eBay. It was already shite and had seen better days. I recently upgraded its RAM, CPU and motherboard with an additional SSD, but the crappy and old GPU bottlenecks my computer's performance. Don't worry, I do plan on upgrading it soon. So with this context, I must say that the game did not run as smoothly as I would have liked. With some additional lag spikes, freezing issues during some missions, this isn't a problem with the game or the DLC itself, more or less a problem with my computer. Not saying the DLC wasn't fun to play, it was. I actually enjoyed all the new gameplay and mechanics and all the gunplay and fight scenes. Don't worry though, as most of the campaign was recorded fine, especially the last mission. Speaking of the final mission, the first time I launched the mission, it was completely bugged out and threw us into the final room with the Witness. This would have been fine, but it wouldn't actually start the encounter and it forced everyone in that mission to re-queue the mission again. This doesn't really change anything. I wasn't expecting a genuine bug that wasn't my PC's fault to happen on the final mission. Bugs aside, this mission was quite hard, but not as hard as I found the ritual mission. What am... The shield can... What? Ow. Okay. Yeah, I was not having a fun time. I really enjoyed the mechanics of the mission and what we needed to do. The ending was also really cool, shooting a literal beam of light at the witness from our ghost was really cool. Until the final cutscene. First time watching this cutscene, I cried. Second time, I cried. Third time, I teared up a little bit. This time, however, I did cry. This is probably one of the best missions of the whole DLC in my opinion, as it's the finale of a huge saga between light and dark. Before we end the video here, I must mention the side missions this game gives you before the final cutscene. As of writing this script, I have not yet completed all of them, and I still haven't as of recording this audio. But I have played some of them. With the time spent doing these missions, I actually enjoyed them. They gave us some more insight on the relations between Zavala and Ikora after Cade's initial death in Forsaken, and also some more insight on the death of Zavala's family, telling us that he actually threatened his own ghost Taj. The 2 ghost missions that allow you to unlock more abilities for your prismatic class are also fun. The Micah 10 missions, from what I've played, seem actually quite fun as you have to explore the Pale Heart. Throughout the Pale Heart, we see some new Pathfinder missions which actually rank up your Ghost Vendor in the old tower. Another thing I would like to mention is the ongoing activities in the Pale Heart called Overthrow, which is basically just you killing things until you reach the boss and take back certain areas of the Traveller. That will have to be it for this video. I actually had an entire section planned on the aftermath, talking about echoes, but I need to finish this video in time to push out for Friday night. I really enjoyed every second of this DLC and would totally recommend getting it. The story is amazing, the gameplay is great, and the new prismatic class ability is really fun to unlock stuff for, play around, and test out in game. Don't worry ladies and gents, this isn't the last you'll hear of this DLC, as after this video is released, I plan on releasing a few videos on me playing the final shape. Definitely so I don't have more time to make more videos so I can be lazy. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.